My beloved child, I see you right now. I see the weight you are carrying. I see the heaviness that pressed against your chest the moment you opened your eyes this morning. I see the exhaustion that lives behind your smile, the questions that haunt you in the quiet moments, the fears you push down so no one else will notice. You thought you were hiding it well. You thought you were strong enough to carry everything alone. You thought if you just kept moving, kept working, kept pushing, eventually the pain would fade and the answers would come. But instead, the weight grew heavier, the questions grew louder, the fear grew deeper. I have been watching. I have been present in every silent moment when your heart trembled and you whispered, "I don't know if I can do this anymore." I was there when you laid in bed staring at the ceiling, mind racing with worries about tomorrow, regrets about yesterday, and confusion about today. I was there when you forced yourself to smile while your heart was screaming. I was there when you locked yourself in the bathroom just to have a moment alone with your tears. You have been soul tired, not just body tired. You have been overwhelmed, not just busy. You have been breaking quietly, gracefully, in ways no one around you could see, but I saw. Every tear you swallowed, every scream you silenced, every moment you pretended to be okay when your spirit was shattering. I saw when you stood in the shower letting the water hide your tears because it was the only place you felt safe enough to fall apart. I saw when you sat in your car before going inside, taking deep breaths, putting on your brave face, preparing to pretend everything was fine. I saw when you scrolled through your phone at 3 a.m. because sleep wouldn't come, because your mind wouldn't rest, because anxiety had taken over the space where peace should live. I know the weight of Sunday nights when you dreaded Monday morning. I know the panic that gripped you when unexpected bills arrived. I know the shame you felt when you compared your life to others and felt like you were failing. I know the loneliness that consumed you even when you were surrounded by people, because being physically present doesn't mean you are emotionally connected. I know how you wake up fighting battles before your feet even touch the floor. I know the mental checklist that starts running the moment consciousness hits. All the things you have to do, all the people you have to please, all the problems you have to solve. I know how you force yourself through each day with strength you don't actually feel, with energy you have to manufacture, with hope you have to fake until maybe, possibly, it becomes real. I know how often you have wondered if anyone truly understands what you are going through. I know how many times you started to share your pain but stopped because you were afraid of being judged, afraid of being a burden, afraid that if people saw the real you, they would leave. I know how lonely it feels when you are surrounded by people, but still feel completely unseen, unheard, unknown. I am here to tell you something that will change everything. Your pain has not been invisible. Your struggles have not gone unnoticed. Every prayer you whispered through tears, every desperate plea you breathed into the darkness, every moment you cried out for help, I heard them all. Not one prayer fell to the ground, not one tear went uncounted, not one cry went unanswered. I heard the prayer you prayed while driving, when you could barely see the road through your tears. I heard the prayer you whispered while washing dishes, when your hands were shaking and your heart was breaking. I heard the prayer you screamed into your pillow when you thought you couldn't survive another day. I heard the prayer you didn't even speak out loud, the one that lived only in the groaning of your spirit when words failed you completely. And tonight, right now, in this exact moment, I am answering you. Not in the way you expected, not in the timing you demanded, but in the way that will transform everything. The answer is coming. The breakthrough is forming. The miracle is moving toward you even as you sit here doubting whether anything will ever change. Your heart has been so noisy lately, so many thoughts crashing against each other, so many worries pulling you in different directions, so many voices telling you what to do, who to be, how to feel. The world has been screaming at you from every angle, and somewhere in all that noise you lost the sound of my voice. You have been searching for peace but walking with too much chaos to notice when it arrives. You have been searching for direction but drowning in distractions that keep you confused. You have been searching for me but forgetting how to slow down long enough to hear me, so I stepped into your moment. I reached into your day. I aligned this message with your life because something you have been praying for is finally approaching you. And if you miss it, if you scroll past this the way you have scrolled past so many moments before, you may lose what took heaven years to arrange for you. You must be present. You must be awake. You must let your guard down long enough to receive what I have been preparing for you, because this moment is not an accident. You didn't stumble upon this by chance. I orchestrated it. I aligned it. I positioned you right here, right now, because your heart is finally ready to receive what I have been holding for you. Let me speak to the specific pain you are carrying, the financial pressure that keeps you awake at night, wondering how you will make ends meet, the relationship that is falling apart, and you don't know how to save it, the health concern that terrifies you every time you think about it, the career that is going nowhere and you feel trapped with no way out, the addiction you cannot seem to break free from, the grief that still aches like an open wound, the betrayal that shattered your ability to trust. I see it all. The bill you don't know how to pay, the apology you never received, the diagnosis that changed everything, the opportunity that slipped away, the person you lost, the version of yourself you can barely remember, the dreams you abandoned, the hope you buried. But hear me clearly, none of these things have the final say over your life. Your current circumstances are not your final destination. Your present pain is not your permanent condition. What you are going through is not what you are going to. Let me tell you what I know about you, things you have never spoken aloud. I know about the dreams you buried because hope felt too dangerous. I know about the goals you abandoned because disappointment broke you too many times. I know about the version of yourself you gave up on because life convinced you that person was impossible to become. I know about the nights you cried until your body shook. I know about the mornings you didn't want to wake up. I know about the moments you stood in front of the mirror and didn't recognize the exhausted face staring back at you. I know about the times you wanted to give up completely, but something, someone, some quiet whisper inside you said, "Not yet. Hold on a little longer." That whisper was me. Every time you thought you made it on your own, I was carrying you. Every time despair tried to swallow you whole, my presence wrapped around you and said no. Every time you survived something that should have destroyed you, I was there, holding your heart together when it wanted to shatter. You don't know how many mornings I stood beside you, giving you strength you didn't realize was coming from me. You don't know how many times darkness tried to reach you but failed because I was guarding your spirit. You don't know how many disasters I redirected away from your path before they could touch you. And if you are wondering why I care so deeply about you, why I would go to such lengths for someone who feels so small and broken, let me tell you this. You have never been too much for me. Your pain doesn't repel me. Your questions don't frustrate me. Your doubts don't offend me. Your mess doesn't overwhelm me. Everything you have carried, every ache, every fear, every moment of weakness, pulled me closer to you, not further away. When the world didn't hear you, I did. When people didn't notice your breaking heart, I noticed. When you felt invisible, I was watching you. When you felt forgotten, I whispered your name in heaven. Before we go further, I want you to understand something about giving. Many of you watching this have felt the pull in your spirit to support this work, to help us reach more hurting souls who need to hear these messages. If you have felt that pull, that is not coincidence. That is me working in your heart. There is a link pinned in the comments where you can become part of this mission. Not because I need your money, but because I want to bless your obedience. When you give to advance my kingdom, you open a door for me to pour into your life in ways you cannot imagine. Your seed becomes your harvest. Your generosity becomes your breakthrough. But I never force. I only invite. If your heart is moved, act on it. If not, receive this message freely and let it heal you. Now let me speak about something you have struggled with. This feeling that your life has been delayed. You have watched doors close that looked perfect. You have watched people leave who you thought would stay. You have watched opportunities slip away, even when you prayed with everything inside you. You asked me why. Why does everyone else seem to move forward while I stay stuck? Why do things come easy for others, but feel impossible for me? Why do I keep trying so hard just to keep ending up in the same place? Let me reveal the truth. Every closed door was protection. Every ending was preparation. Every delay was divine intervention, keeping you from something that would have destroyed you. That relationship you begged me to save. I ended it because I saw what you couldn't see. I saw the abuse that was coming. I saw the betrayal that was forming. I saw how that person would have slowly destroyed your peace, your confidence, your sense of self. You called it heartbreak. I called it rescue. That job you didn't get. I blocked it because I saw the toxic environment that would have crushed your spirit. I saw the stress that would have stolen your health. I saw how it would have pulled you away from your purpose. You called it rejection. I called it redirection. That business that failed, I shut it down because I saw the debt that would have buried you. I saw the partnership that would have betrayed you. I saw the path that led to destruction, not success. You called it failure. I called it protection. That house you couldn't afford, I prevented you from getting it because I saw the financial prison it would become. You called it disappointment. I called it deliverance. I didn't block your blessings. I blocked your burdens. I didn't deny your prayers. I delayed them until the timing was right, until you were ready, until the version of what you asked for that I had prepared was perfected. You have been angry at me for closed doors, not knowing I was saving you from walking into rooms that would have destroyed you. You have been frustrated with delays, not knowing I was aligning everything behind the scenes so that when it finally comes, it will be so much better than anything you originally asked for. The person I have for you will honor you, not hurt you. The opportunity I am opening will elevate you, not exploit you. The blessing I am releasing will build you up, not break you down. The doors I am about to open will lead to your destiny, not your destruction. I heard the prayers you whispered while shaking, the ones you breathed through tears, the ones you barely had strength to say. Please help me. I cannot do this alone. Give me strength. Don't let me fall apart. Every trembling whisper reached my heart like a cry from a child longing for comfort. I didn't overlook them. I didn't wait for a louder prayer or a more eloquent request. Your shaking voice was enough for heaven to move. And now, after all the waiting, after all the tears, after all the nights you thought I forgot about you, your breakthrough is forming. The answer to prayers you have carried for years is finally approaching your life, but you must be positioned to receive it. That is why this moment matters. That is why you are here right now. That is why something in your spirit recognized these words. This isn't random. This is divine alignment. I am about to do something in your life that will make you look back at every painful season and say, now I understand why it had to happen that way. The delays will suddenly make sense. The closed doors will reveal their purpose. The pain will transform into your greatest testimony. The rejection that crushed you was actually positioning you for acceptance from the right people. The loss that broke you was making room for something better. The failure that embarrassed you was teaching you lessons you needed for your next level. The betrayal that devastated you was removing people who would have sabotaged your future. Nothing was wasted. Every tear watered seeds that are about to bloom. Every setback was a setup for a comeback. Every dark night was preparing you for a brighter morning. Every closed door was redirecting you to an open door you couldn't see yet. And now the season is shifting. What took years to break is about to be restored in moments. What you lost is about to be replaced with something better. What was stolen is about to be returned with interest. What died is about to resurrect. What ended is about to begin again, stronger than before. I am about to connect you with people who will celebrate you, not tolerate you. I am about to open doors that have been locked for years. I am about to release resources that will shock you. I am about to heal wounds you thought were permanent. I am about to restore relationships you thought were dead. I am about to give you opportunities you never applied for. I am about to elevate you in ways you never prepared for. But I need you to do something. I need you to release the bitterness you have been holding. I need you to forgive the people who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. I need you to stop rehearsing your pain and start declaring your victory. I need you to worship me even when you don't feel like it. I need you to praise me even when your circumstances haven't changed. I need you to trust me even when you cannot see the full picture. Because your breakthrough doesn't come when everything is perfect. It comes when your faith rises higher than your fear. Type 777 right now if you believe I am about to move in your life like never before. Let me tell you what is coming. Relationships that honor you, opportunities that elevate you, healing that restores you, peace that surpasses your understanding, joy that cannot be explained by your circumstances, doors opening that no one can shut, favor that makes no logical sense, provision that flows from unexpected places. But here is what I need you to know about receiving. Many of you have been holding back from me. You have been holding back your worship. You have been holding back your obedience. You have been holding back your generosity, and in doing so you have been holding back your own blessing. The principle is ancient but unchanging. You reap what you sow. You cannot expect a harvest if you never plant seeds. You cannot expect overflow if you live with clenched fists. You cannot expect breakthrough if you will not break through your own fear of letting go. When you give, you create space to receive. When you pour out, I pour in. When you release what is in your hand, I release what is in mine. This is how my kingdom works. This is the law of sowing and reaping. This is the key that unlocks doors money cannot buy. Some of you have been waiting for your financial breakthrough, but you will not trust me with your finances. You want me to open doors of provision, but you will not walk through the door of obedience I have already opened. You want to see miracles, but you will not take steps of faith that require miracles. Listen to me carefully. I am not asking you to give because I need anything from you. Heaven lacks nothing. I am asking you to give because I want to release something for you. I want you to experience the supernatural multiplication that happens when you trust me with your resources. I want you to witness what I can do when you give sacrificially, not comfortably. Your giving is not about my kingdom's budget. Your giving is about your own breakthrough. When you sow into good soil, into ministries that are reaching broken hearts and transforming lives, you are not just supporting a cause. You are activating a spiritual law. You are planting seeds in heavenly ground. You are positioning yourself for harvest. Some of you watching this have been feeling a pull in your spirit to support this work. That pull is not random. That is me stirring your heart. That is the Holy Spirit prompting you to act. That is your moment to step into divine partnership. There is a link pinned in the comments. If you feel led, go there. Your seed could be the key that unlocks the very door you have been trying to open. Your generosity could be the catalyst that breaks the financial curse over your family. Your obedience could be the trigger that releases the provision you have been praying for. But understand this, I never manipulate. I never pressure. I never guilt. I only invite. If your heart is moved, that is me. If you feel resistance, examine it. Sometimes resistance is wisdom. Sometimes it is fear. Ask me to show you the difference. And if you genuinely cannot give right now, if you are in a season where you yourself need to receive, then receive freely from this message. Let it minister to you without obligation. My love is not for sale. My word is not behind a paywall. Receive it and be blessed. But even if you don't give a single dollar, receive this. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen. You are heard. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond redemption. You are not disqualified from my blessings because of your past. Your mistakes don't define you. Your failures don't disqualify you. Your weaknesses don't disgust me. I am about to turn your mourning into dancing, your tears into testimony, your pain into purpose, your mess into a message that will set others free, your scars into stars that will guide others through their darkness, your wounds into wisdom that will heal generations after you. The season of barely surviving is ending. The season of thriving is beginning. The season of questioning is closing. The season of answered prayers is opening. The season of feeling stuck is finished. The season of acceleration is starting. The season of lack is over. The season of abundance is here. I am about to restore what the locusts have eaten. I am about to give you back the years you thought were wasted. I am about to resurrect dreams you buried. I am about to revive hope you abandoned. I am about to reopen doors you thought were permanently shut. Everything you lost, I am restoring double. Every tear you cried, I am turning into triumph. Every setback you endured, I am converting into a setup for your greatest comeback. Every person who walked away, I am replacing with people who will stay and celebrate you. Every opportunity you missed, I am replacing with better opportunities you will not miss. The embarrassment will turn to honor. The shame will turn to celebration. The confusion will turn to clarity. The chaos will turn to peace. The sickness will turn to healing. The poverty will turn to provision. The loneliness will turn to belonging. The brokenness will turn to wholeness. Watch what happens when you release control and trust me completely. Watch what happens when you stop trying to figure everything out and simply obey. Watch what happens when you give me the broken pieces instead of trying to glue them back together yourself. Your story isn't over. Your best chapters haven't been written yet. Your greatest victories are still ahead of you. The version of yourself you gave up on is about to emerge stronger, wiser, more beautiful than you ever imagined. The person you thought you would never become is about to be revealed. I am with you. I have always been with you. I will never leave you. And I am about to show you why every hard thing you endured was worth it. Why every tear had purpose. Why every closed door was actually protection. Why every delay was actually divine timing. Before I release you, let me say this one final time. If you felt your heart stir when I spoke about giving, about partnering with this message to reach others who are hurting like you were, don't ignore that stirring. Obedience unlocks blessing. Generosity unleashes provision. Your seed today could become your harvest tomorrow. The link is there, the choice is yours. But know this, when you give to advance my kingdom, you are not losing anything. You are investing in eternity, and I always pay eternal dividends on earthly investments. Believe me, trust me, worship me. Give to me, not out of obligation but out of overflow, not out of guilt but out of gratitude, and watch what I do in return. Watch how I multiply what you release. Watch how I open doors you didn't even know existed. Watch how I provide in ways that defy logic. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of everything you have been praying for. This is the moment heaven has been waiting for. This is your turning point. This is your breakthrough moment. This is your time. Type Amen if you receive this word and believe God is about to move in your life like never before.